And when there's so many guys on the field, there's 15 guys that play at once. How important is communication when it comes to not only like the start of the game, trying to do what you guys do, but like throughout the game as well? Because you truly have to be on the same like wavelength throughout the game if you want to be able to execute what you want to be able to do. And if there's not that communication, I'm sure it probably leads to a try for the other team pretty easily.
Yeah, you're asking all the right questions, sir. Communication is like one of the biggest things on the field. Every phase you've got to be connecting with the dudes left and right, and you're trying to, get on the same page. Whether it's defense, you're, trying to work through how to defend it, or on offense, attacking, trying to find space to kick the ball. Uh, so yeah, to your point, it's one of the most important aspects of the game. It's something that we really try and focus on.
Yeah, and I also think that kind of applies to schooling as well. Like at West Point, being able to truly work with a ton of people, being quote unquote like leaders in the future, being officers of the future, you need to be able to communicate. You need to be a person, a leader. Like that's probably something that obviously like you learn in school, but it's probably a little bit of a fun way of learning it on the pitch as well in rugby.
Yeah, there's some statistic that floats around somewhere. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's that Army rugby players are three times as likely to make general.
Okay.
And I think that it kind of applies just because a rugby match is trying to find cohesion in a whole lot of chaos.
Yeah.
Um, and so to your point, your communication skills, your critical thinking skills are put under pressure, and yeah, it's kind of like the furnace that melts everything together and the crucible, so to say.
Yeah, because like you said, it's chaotic, right? Like there's so much going on, there's so much communication, there's so many people on the pitch at the same time, and trying to learn a new sport can be really difficult, especially when there's just so much going on. There's so many different positions. How long did it take you to feel like comfortable doing like your job, like trying to learn all this when there's just so much chaos, so much physicality, just so much going on at once?
I think that uh, that comfort on a rugby pitch is a continuously moving target.
Okay.
Because what may seem very uncomfortable at one phase in your rugby career, uh, may be natural as you've, kind of learned the sport. But then once you reach that point, there's a whole new level of stuff that you're kind of striving for and aiming for. So,
Yeah.
I mean, the first semester I was on the team, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing, and I was like, I would like to know what penalty is being called. Uh,
Yeah.
Now I might know the penalties, but there's different strategic levels to the game that now I'm trying to figure out. Now I'm trying to kind of pursue.
So basically, it's a sport that you're learning every step of the way. Like you're continuing to grow in knowledge, continuing to learn what you need to do, but also continuing to really kind of get in depth because there's just so much that you can go into, so much you can learn, so much that you can really do on the rugby field.
100%.
Which is great, right? Like, it obviously makes it fun. It makes it entertaining. Also for you as well. Like, especially when you have like a long day of school, I'm sure it's probably fun to maybe get a little bit of that frustration out on the pitch as well. Like, get a little bit of physicality, get a little bit of just time with your brothers.
100% to that as well. Yeah. Uh, we talk about a lot. The rugby pitch is in like the furthest corner of the West Point post, down a hill and like off on the side of the river. And so we say like leave the day up top, like leave it up top at the academic buildings and all that. And like when you come to the pitch, it's like a fresh day, a fresh start. You can
Yeah.
leave all that behind and get some emotions out sometimes.
Yeah, no, absolutely love that. Is that hard to do though? Especially when you just have so much going on, like when it comes to the academic side of things, when it comes to the training side of things, but then you also have expectations to perform on the field as well.
Definitely. And I think that's kind of what makes it special, or it makes our team special at least, is uh there's there's a pretty hefty toll placed on us academically and just like with extra curriculars outside of just academics. Um, and so on those rough days, uh, when leaving things up top, it's a little tougher. That's
Yeah.
when you really just have to lean on the dudes to your left and right, kind of like what I was talking about before with communication. Everybody's going to have a weak phase. Everybody's going to have a weak day.
Yeah.
And you just have to be aware, know your brothers, know when there might be something going on or they might be off, and just take care of them as best you can.